Hello, Crafties. Well, this episode in Scotland is kind of fun. Our guide Wendy for the day took us to a little pasture where we got to see some Highland cows. Highland cows. They're really pretty. We couldn't pet them. They were too far away anyway, but she suggested we not pet them. In that pasture, there were 2 reddish ones and a black one. And she told us that they are also white or blonde ones, but we didn't see those. She told us that they're mostly used for showing and for tourists to see. They don't eat them, which is kind of nice, because they don't have as much meat as other cattle do. But they are Highland cows, and they're very hardy and can tolerate the weather well. Then we go on to Clava Cairns. Now, in our little brochure that Jim sent us before we went on the tour, it said that we would be going to a surprise place between Inverness and Loch Ness. Well, I asked Google, what attractions are between Inverness and Loch Ness? And it came up with Clava Cairns. So I had guessed before I even got there, and I had watched a few YouTube videos about it. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't even tell Stacy and Kelly about it. And when Jim mentioned it a day or so before that we were going to this surprise place, I told him in a low voice, Clava Cairns. And he says, I'm not going to say. Well, later on when we arrived and when he told us about it, he said, yeah, Lonnie, you were right. So that was fun. So here's the video about the Highland cows and Clava Cairns. I hope you enjoy it.
We only have 5,400,000 people, so a lot more sheep than people. You've got some Highland cattle on the left-hand side, a couple of babies there amongst with the mothers, and you can see there that 2 colours predominant of the Highland cattle. You've got the cream-coloured ones and the red-coloured Highland cattle. The original colour Highland cattle was black, and you will quite often see some black cattle around. But a lot of people who are keeping the Highland cattle are keeping them to show and put them into competitions. And the red one is the more sort of iconic tourist favourite cattle these days, and so it tends to be the colour that predominates these days. I said Highland cattle are kept for showing, and that's because they're not really great cattle to keep economically. The sort of the top weight of most of the cattle comes in at round about 1,300 pounds. Typical things like a Limousin, another beautiful red cow, will come in at about 1,600, 1,800 pounds. But the Highland cattle, they eat just as much as the Limousin cattle. So you're giving them exactly the same amount of feed for about 20% less meat. So they're not the best economic cattle to keep, but they are really, really quite pretty. So we're just going to come into Dock Garrick, which is a harbour where the Jacobite cruise ships go from that do the cruises on Loch Ness. We just park on the left-hand side against the fence. But we're coming in here just for a few minutes to let you get up close to the Highland cattle and get a photograph if you wish. So you can see them in the field just ahead of us. Just go carefully across the grass up to the field. Don't stretch over the fence. The cattle, they don't like being petted.
Cow, cow in the glen, what do you say, hen? I see your fuzzy face all over the place. What's that you say? Come what may. Highland cow, oh Highland cow, what do you say now? Oh Highland cow, oh Highland cow. Moo is the way now. Scottish fold cat there, sitting so fair, with your folded ears, conquering all my fears. Tell me true, what shall I do? Highland cow, oh
On to Clava Cairns. The Clava Cairn is a type of Bronze Age circular chamber tomb, or cairn, named after the group of 3 cairns at Balnuron of Clava, in the east of Inverness in Scotland. There are also 50 cairns of this type in the area. At Balnuron of Clava itself, there's a group of 3 Bronze Age cairns which lie close together in a line running northeast to southwest. The tombs at either end are of the passage grave subtype. The central cairn is of the ring cairn subtype and uniquely has stone paths or causeways forming rays radiating from the platform around the curbs to 3 of the standing stones. The cairns incorporated the cup and ring marked stones carved before they were built into the structures. The curbstones are graded in size and selected for color, so that the stones are larger and redder to the southwest and smaller and wider to the northeast. A little Outlander humor here. If you've seen Outlander, you will understand what I am doing. And unsurprisingly, I did not go through the stone. Clava Cairns. Clava Cairns is a burial site. They have stones, freestanding stones, as well as these rock domes, as you'll see in a minute. You can walk into that, and they used to have a thatched roof. This is how you can walk into.
cold stone circle a ring, a home, marking time since time began. Did they see me, a spirit roam, or just a lass with a weary plan? Clava Cairns, Clava Cairns, whispers on the wind. Clava Cairns, where does forever begin? Misty mountains, a heather bed. Sleep comes easy, the night is deep, but the voices echo in my head. Secrets the ancient stones keep. Clava Cairns, whispers on the wind. Clava Cairns, where does forever begin? I feel it now in my bones, the ancient power turning tide. Not alone, not alone, with the ancestors side by side. Clava Cairns, whispers on the wind. Clava Cairns, where does forever begin?
I want to thank my members Sherry and Rita, Desert Adventures in Arizona, and Sally Forth for joining and supporting my channel. You can join too. Just push the join button, and I appreciate it. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Comment, share, and subscribe. Stay crafty, smart, creative, and safe when seeing Highland cows and going to Clava Cairns. Bye now. Thanks a lot.